Palm Springs.
I have arrived in Palm Springs. If you're just logging on, this is Martina with Adventures with Single Sister Travels. And the quarantine has us traveling very differently. And since the United States is banned from Europe, we'll be doing, I'm assuming people would do a lot more domestic travel. And I am very close to Palm Springs, so I thought I would drive out, do a combination of walking and a driving tour. So if you wanted to get away for a couple of days, get away for the weekend, Palm Springs is an option. Right now I'm standing in front of Worldmark by Wyndham, which is a timeshare. And I am on Palm Canyon Drive. This is the main road in Palm Springs. This is where everything is at. I'm at the very beginning, so I'll be walking down, trying to see what's open, what's to do. I know the tram is closed until further notice. And the tram, you can take up, I want to say it's about 5,000 feet high. I'm just rambling off a number, the elevation. And there's a restaurant and there are shops up there. But like I said, that is closed. Well, Kaiser Permanente. So if you have Kaiser, then you have medical. You don't have to go to another hospital and have them do all the billing. You got Kaiser right here. And so for those of you who do not know, Palm Springs was the playground for the rich and famous, real popular back in the 30s. And I do believe that Lucille Ball Estate still has a home here that can be rented out. And there's a couple of other celebrities from that era, either Dean Martin or Frank Sinatra. But I would get that information and put it down in the link below. So if you wanted to come out and rent one of those homes to stay in, you could do that. And I do know it is not cheap, so depending on what your finances are, you may have to come in with 2 or 3 families. But like I said, to each his own. So like I said, it doesn't seem like a lot is open, but again, this is on Palm Canyon Drive. And Palm Springs has always been quiet. They do have spring break, used to be really popular to come up because it was so close to Los Angeles. And you can come out and do some good shopping. They have lots of antique shops. There is a casino and spa. I believe it's further down, so we will go by there. I may have to go back and get the car and drive down some, but right now here in the beginning, it's very quiet. I see there are some restaurants open. And look at the mountains. Look how close we are to the mountains. But it looks like this little place is open. The little tiki bootlegger. So that is open. Okay, we got looky-loos over here and people blowing their horns because they're trying to see what I'm doing. All right, so let's continue walking. Kind of stand in the shade a minute. So we're going to continue on driving down Palm Canyon. Today is Sunday, August 9th. It's already 100 degrees. Palm Springs is known to get very hot. It looks very deserted. It is about 10 o'clock in the morning, so I don't know if maybe people are sleeping in. They just haven't woken up yet, but I'm going to find somewhere down here in the main drag where everything is at and park and continue the walking portion of this tour. Alright, so I made a turn and turned on Museum Way, and now I am headed up here. Let me see if there's some public parking. Tejas Canyon. So south parking, look like we got free parking here, so. Alright, so we're gonna park and walk. Alright guys, give me a minute. Right here on the corner of South Palm, El Patron, crafted tacos and drinks. Appear like they're open, appears to be open, outside seating. And if you're familiar with Hollywood Walk of Fame, Palm Springs has their own stars. There's Morton Downey, radio and film. Guess I gotta turn this way. Billy Steinberg, songwriter. Oh, I think we all know Marilyn, stage, radio, and film. Adam West. I think he just died recently. Well, maybe a couple of years. Craig Eaton. And so it goes on. Okay, so Palm Springs, like I said, if you enjoy shopping, there are a lot of antique shops. You like antiquing? Oh, wait, I just walked over here to get out the sun, and we have the 111 Lounge. Of course, it isn't open. Huh. Guess it'll be open tonight. Well, I'm pretty sure it was a hot spot in the evening for, the bar club scene. And right across the street, if I can get over here in the shade a little bit, kind of get center, there is the Plaza Theater. Okay. And I'm not sure if they're open. I know the museums are not open. So, to catch a nice little local theater, they have some nice, some nice plays come, if you like live stage plays. And let's see, what is this that's open? Everyone seems to be there. I don't see a name, but I see C's Candy right next to it. Okay, so then, let's see, we have some more outside seating here. Let's see if we can get the name. Americas. Okay, Americas is open. Okay, do not approach the host without a mask. There's no service. A lot of art, a lot of artists here in Palm Springs. And again, You have the Star Walk of Fame continuing with Bianca Ray. Sonny Bono. You guys know Sonny and Cher? Okay, I think I've just dated myself, but those in my age group and older will know who Sonny and Cher is, or Sonny of Sonny and Cher. And Sonny went on to become the mayor of Palm Springs. He said a lot of celebrities retire here or they have their vacation homes here because they're 2 hours away from what's happening. It keeps turning off. But I was saying, so the celebrities, the stars back in the 30s and 40s, a lot of this was their playground because they were 2 hours away from Hollywood. So if they had to be back on set, they can get back in a reasonable time. So Sonny did retire here. You know, there's, like I said, the ski slopes, if you have to take the aerial tram. And he ended up in politics, whether by mistake or on purpose, but he was voted in as the mayor of Palm Springs. Unfortunately, he had a ski accident and he died. I believe he hit a tree. It's not funny, guys, but okay, so we do have some shops. Like I said, lots of shops, lots of antique shops, and lots of places to eat. At some point, I am going to find a location to have lunch. If you are interested in property, rental or otherwise, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. I'm going to pick up some souvenirs. Terra Gallery. They open at 11. You come in and pick up some souvenirs from Palm Springs. And there is the Palm Springs General Store. Across the street over there, California Bistro, you see Marilyn Monroe's picture there on the side of the building. She also had a home here. In fact, when I was reading up on Palm Springs, Marilyn Monroe was discovered here in Palm Springs. Of course, you know she's dated, been connected to JFK, Joe DiMaggio, and some other well-named actors. Okay, California Bistro seems to be happening. Full menu weekend brunch. Oh, 3-course brunch. I may have to go over there and see what their brunch is all about. That is one thing I am truly going to miss. Is going to brunch, because they are stopping that. Okay, I just noticed something here. All the bricks here, they have names. Hospice of the Desert. So I guess you can buy, I'm familiar with Hospice of the Desert, but I guess you can buy a brick. I don't know where the contribution goes to, but that was an interesting little find. The bus stop benches, very colorful. So Hollywood, Palm Springs now, like I said, you still have a lot of artists that come here, probably still own property here. It is, what I read, the largest LGBT community, surpassing San Francisco. Okay, so we're going to continue walking down and pray to God that I'm recording. Okay, so what is this little thing here? Felipe Castaneda, born in 1933, standing woman, donated by Bernard and Edith Lewin to the City of Palm Springs Public Arts Commission. So like I said, lots of artists. Okay, so if you want some international, they have crepes de Paris right next to fresh juice and smoothie. So, oh, and then there's LG Steakhouse. So there is pretty much something for everyone. And I'm pretty sure on one of these corners will be a McDonald's. I'm not looking for it, but it is somewhere around, pretty much like parking lot Karen. Whenever you're least expected, boom, they just pop up. So, all right, so we're going to continue on the vineyard. So they have lots of these little alcoves with shops and restaurants. There's a Tuscan Grill. Oh, you can take a picture with the poodle. Ooh la la. So, all my animal lovers.
What size are you?
You can bring your pooch here. Get them bathed and fluffy and take pictures. Vietnamese and Lao cuisine. Don't look like they're open. All right, so we're going to keep going down. Sorry. The opposite side of the street, going back towards the car. And look like Johnny Costa's Restaurante is not open. Actually, it's closed on Sundays. Open for dinner at 5, closed on Sundays. So you are into Italian food. What I've noticed, I'm still on Palm Canyon Drive, and so what I had noticed, they have a lot of home interior companies. Of course, they're all closed, but I guess if you purchased a home out here, you can get it, professionally designed, or go in and get some nice, beautiful pieces. So, Rite Aid, and then there's the grocery, and I hear a fire truck had just went by, so I guess the ambulance is coming, so I'm going to put this on pause for a minute. Okay, so I just started walking. So I was wondering why my camera kept turning off. So when it gets too hot, it turns off. It says no longer recording due to high temperatures. So I'll work on that when I get home for editing. But here's the Palm Springs Art Museum, Architecture and Design Center. Unfortunately, this is becoming more and more common. We may be seeing a lot more of this due to foreclosures and evictions. A really sad situation there. And so I am almost to my destination. People who don't live in California can't believe the mountains are so close. I mean, you can go hiking in the mountains. We have Big Bear, Mount Baldy. You can go and rent cabins, and in the wintertime go skiing. So, people talk about California being such a high cost of living, and it is. But then you look at it and we have beaches, desert, mountains, and you can go up anytime, and it's like you're in a different area because of the temperatures, So Okay, like this is a super long light. And there's something turned red except for mine. What's happening here? Okay. And some very deep curves. So I am going to turn this off until I get to where I'm going because, like I said, they said it's 100. That was at 10 o'clock. I'm pretty sure it's hotter than that. So I'm going to turn this off for a bit. At the bistro for the Sunday brunch from 11 to 7. That's a 2-order. Weekend brunch is 3 courses from 9 to 2 for $19.99. And then, so we're just about a 45-minute wait. So we're going to continue on. We got George Hamilton, actor, producer, Arthur. I don't know any of these people. Good Hash Camp Humanitarian, Tim Hanlon. Okay, so like I said, it's about a 45-minute wait. So let's go down here. And I'm going to try to go across the street so you can see this beautiful mural they did of Marilyn Monroe. Okay. And Lulu, the California Bistro. Okay, so let's get off the main road and let's see, Indian Canyon Drive. Once unless something is open. I might have to ditch that 45-minute wait, but I don't think anything else is open, so I may just be waiting and filming or walking. Now, Palm Springs does have a casino. The Palm Springs Casino and Spa. Can't remember what street is on. It might be 2 back on the other side, but I am on Indian Canyon Drive and Arenas Road. And like I said, Palm Springs is very, very quiet, but it was never a really busy place unless there was something going on. So even though this may be part of the norm during the week, this is still even quiet for Palm Springs. M Designer and Vintage. They will return at 11. Not sure what time it is. Oh, and then you got little Bungalow Road. So they have nice little shops that's like little bungalows. I'm not going to go in there. I think I'm just going to lap around the corner, turn left on La Plaza, and see. Oh, beautiful art gallery. Okay, and then we got a whole little bunch of shops in here. So I'm going to go across the street, hopefully where there's not as many people. Oh, it looks like a one-way, and it looks like it may go straight through the Palm Canyon. Okay, so the actual sidewalk over here, so Bill's Pizza. Not big on pizza, so that's not an option. Lots of shops. Jewelry boutique. Jewelry lover. Someone gave me one of these glasses. Oh, very nice. Of course, it wasn't Palm Spring. It was like Jesus filled my cup with a Bible text, Psalms 43, I believe. But I thought it was a very nice cup. Holds about 16, I don't know, 24 ounces. So
We would have made it if it was yesterday. Yeah.
And so we are going straight through, like I thought, back to Palm Canyon. I'm not quite sure what everyone's waiting on. But let's see if we can just cross over. Ooh. So a lot of little restaurants in here and eateries. So it's a little crazy here. Okay. So they can come in that way. I guess I might want to get out of the street. Yeah. So it's another. So
I know. Otherwise, we're going through a drive-through. So
Yeah, otherwise this is
sir, but still can't see any more than I did before. Nobody seems to be moving, so I'm probably going to get a ticket. Oh, yeah, look at me, just walking right in front of the police. Yeah, looked like somebody might have passed out from a heat stroke. You see his food there? He just passed out. Oh God, all this time I thought I was recording. Okay, so what I was saying is I got my seat here at the cafe, and across the street while I was waiting, I was looking at the looking up Shirley Temple's address at 221 what is this? Palm Canyon Drive. Well, that's right across the street in that little shopping center over there. It's called the Historic Museum Village Green now, but I guess it used to be a Palm Desert hotel or some type of hotel, and that's where she used to come, have her birthday parties and do her. She learned to ride horses, ice skate, something here in Palm Springs, but like I said, that was back in the 30s, so anyway, I will let you guys know how the brunch is. It is a 3-course brunch for $19.99, $7.99 for endless mimosas. There's not indoor dining, everything is outdoors now. I don't know if you can see over there the police truck. They are going up and down the road, reminding people that face masks are required and to keep 6 feet distancing. So, okay guys, I will let you know when my brunch comes. Just finished brunch at Lulu California Bistro Grill or Bistro. Very nice lunch for 20 bucks, can't complain. So I am going back to the car, and then I'm going to attempt to do the drive-by I think Marilyn Monroe's estate and Frank Sinatra. I think those are 2 that I have. But as you guys can see, people are out and about. It's about 1:30, and I guess people are woken up from their last night partying, and the streets are a little more vibrant. So, but it is hot. So, okay, so I'm going to pick up the car, and then we're going to go head out to see if we can find some old celebrity estate homes. Shoe store, bought a pair of shoes, Birkenstock, because, well, they were on sale for $49.95. All right, so back down to the tour. Headed back to the car. Hopefully I can make it this time without stopping and shopping. And I am going to turn this off right now. Get in the car and put the charger on, because I think the battery is going to die. Ooh, Lush Couture. I'm going to behave. Keep walking. You guys, it is hot. I'm going to find a temperature gauge, but I know it's got to be at least 105. And I would not be surprised if it's higher. I would be surprised if it's lower. Okay, so give me a moment to get in the car, and then we're going to head out to one of these estates. I believe I have Marilyn Monroe and Frank Sinatra. Registering 121. It's going down. I turned the air on. But it is hot. It's still going down. I have to wait. All right, so I'm going to try to get situated before I take off, and then do the driving part of this tour, and then I'm going to head back home. So it's 1:45. So let's finish up here. Navigator, El Patron is packed. Like I said, I think everyone is up and out now. They're either coming through or they're waking up out of their hotels, but they are up. So we're going to head down the Tequez Drive over to, I don't know what she said. It's so hot I can't think. My little dashboard phone holder, whatever you want to call it, broke. So I'm going to try to drive. I guess because of the heat. I have the air on, and right now it's 110. And everybody and their mother wants to call me now. Everybody wants to send text messages. Yeah. Oh, look at that. A little tour of Palm Springs. So if you can stand the heat, you want to get some property here in Palm Springs, this may be a good time. We get a lot of what we call snowbirds that come from the colder climates back east, and they will either have summer homes here, or they'll stay for, I don't know, months at a time. But here is Marriott Courtyard. Rent an apartment or do something of that nature and stay in the winter months when it's cold back east and nice and warm here. So hold on one second, because it didn't seem like it was this far away. And we're going to North Indian something Drive. Indian Canyon Drive is where we're headed. Yeah, I passed it up. I am on Rose Avenue in Palm Springs, and this is where Marilyn Monroe estate is at 1326. As you can see, the homes are very secluded. You probably still have celebrities occupying, or their estate still occupies the property. So that is 1276, 1294. This one is hidden in there pretty good. 1229, 1326. So this once belonged to Marilyn Monroe. I don't know what happens over here. They're building. Look at this home. Like a steeple. And then straight ahead you have a private road. Okay. So now we're going to turn on Stevens. Just going to take a peek around the neighborhood. It's a nice, beautiful home. This one is for sale. Pretty sure it does not come cheap. So this is off of the main boulevard. It is very quiet. Again, very secluded, guarded by, tall gates and hedges. Because even then, I'm sure they didn't want to be disturbed. So I'm going to pull over for a second because then I have Marilyn Monroe. I think it's Frank Sinatra. Let's go find his house. But someone else was up here in this neighborhood. So, all right, give me a moment. But look at this one. We're coming up on another one. And somebody in front of me is doing the same thing. Looky-loos. So I don't know. Whose house did they find? 675 Stevens. Lots of rocks, lots of canyon. Oh, look at that. Okay, and then someone here is very private. Okay, so I'm going to park over here on Monte Vista. Let's see if, well, maybe I'm going to turn and then, yeah, I'm going to start right here and then let me put this address in and we will go find another home. Okay, so we're coming up on 1148 East Vallejo, and this was Frank Sinatra's house. Not that one, but this here, 1148 residence, Sinatra's residence. The gate is open, man. I wonder if they have touring. Service entrance. Huh. Let's back up and see what that sign says. Sinatra residence, architect Stuart Williams. It is a part of the National Registry of Historic Places. So that is Frank Sinatra's house. Well, I told you guys I was nosy, so I'm going to drive in here, drive around the circle. Well, see if they kick me out. What's going to happen? What's the worst they can do? Tell me to get out, mind my business. But here we go. Oh, someone lives here, or there's cars here. Okay, so I don't know if we're able to, well, didn't say whether or not we can tour. There was a car in the driveway. I'm sure they are not very happy about that. So anyway, I have a call coming in. I'm going to take it and we will get back to you. But so we're just going to drive around this neighborhood. Like I said, we've seen Frank Sinatra's house. We've seen Marilyn Monroe's house. It is extremely hot. Maybe I should have did this before I ate. But you see the homes pretty much like Beverly Hills, behind tall hedges, security gates. But this was their playground. You know, this is where the stars of the 30s and 40s came. And like I said, I do know Lucille Ball. Her estate is one of the estates that you can rent out. And I believe I get them mixed up. Frank Sinatra and what was the other one? Dean Martin. So we just seen Frank Sinatra's house, and it might have been his house. But I will put that information down in the link below where you can, you know, see what the prices are to rent them out. Again, I will say they are not cheap. But I am going to pull over for a second and end this video here. If you guys have not subscribed to my channel, Adventures with Single Sister Travels, please go ahead and do that and ring that notification bell. Like I said, we're trying to find, when I say we, travel agents, trying to find creative ways and things to do domestically for our clients, our future clients, because, you know, the United States has been banned from Europe. There are some states or countries that are still open, and they have quarantine restriction, like the DR. I believe you have to be quarantined for 14 days. So every state has a different law or quarantine rules that they go by. So you have any questions, go ahead and send me an email, and I will, you know, get those answers for you. I will be updating my web page as far as what states require quarantine, what countries are opening up for travel, and in the meantime, I'll be showing you lovely California. If you want to come and visit California, maybe it's been on your list and you've just been putting it off because, you know, Europe sounds so much better. I can understand that. Okay, so again, go ahead and subscribe and click that little bell so you'll get the next notification. Again, thank you guys so much for watching.